We are happy as an education brand, Gombe Education Service, for this milestone. We feel there is need for quality education and what we call a holistic education, and as Gombe, we normally want a wholesome child. And that's why we emphasize the classroom curriculum and the outside curriculum, and we are here to offer it in Gulu, and we are happy to be in such a facility which can accommodate us, and we are able to make sure that this all-round curriculum is done. We are 10 years in the field of education. We moved from nursery to tertiary, so we have experience we have built over time. We are among the leading top schools in the country academically. Also, we have produced talent. This guy who's playing for the national team, Travis Mutiaba, is our product. I've got Oscar Mawa, is now playing in the French league. I've got, we are the defending champions for the girls' chess, something which has not happened in 35 years. So, and we have got talent, we have got singers. Praise Wisdom, who is the Miss Bokede, is from our school. So we are all over. If I'm to use the language of footballers, we use two legs to play. So, and that's what we are bringing to Guru, and they'll see what's going to be, and they'll see how their children, because allegedly our interest is to have confidence in a child, and the practical education is what we are bringing to Guru. What I know that this is giving us a footprint in Gulu. In this place we have put a nursery and a primary, but in our philosophy as GES, we don't normally have those two together in the same school. They are because they are supposed to have their own campus. We believe this is a starting point, and probably 2-3 years we can be able to get the nursery school campus. So we have come here to stay. We have very big dreams. So we are here. Then in terms of affordability, I normally say people that whenever you say something is expensive, just know you have gone where you are not supposed to be. But if you go where you are supposed to be, things are okay. We cannot serve everyone, but at the same time we cannot deny those who can afford this type of education. But what I've seen again with education, because I've got parents who are across the economic divide, but when somebody wants it for the child, they do it. I've seen people paying in installments, and by the term is ending, and that's when the fees is also being concluded. It's about priorities. There is no university, for instance, in Uganda where you don't pay more than 2 million for a semester. Even if this way you have been struggling, when you reach up there, you have to do it. So everything is a sacrifice, and people who are willing to sacrifice to make sure that their children have a future, they always do it. And I always again advise parents, go where you are, where you can afford. Sometimes people struggle to go to schools, and these children, when they drop out in the middle of those schools, they are traumatized. They will never move on. They never move on. And in this country, there is a structure for everyone. But in terms of those we are targeting, this is very affordable. Actually, in our schools, this is the school with the lowest fee structure, because they are going to pay 150,000 per term. None of our schools pays that. So this is kind of a gift to the people of Gulu.
been looking for the school for my children, and finally the school is here. So I can assure you parents that you have not made the wrong choice to place your children at Gombe Junior School. Even mine are on the way coming.
I think of any of these people who have spoken today, I think I have the greatest testimony to make. I joined SOS as a parent in 2011, and that's when my child was joining kindergarten. The parents who have had an experience at Gombe Junior, I can testify to you it's a home away from home. And don't be doubtful. For those of you who decided to come, the early bird catches the worm. Stephanie went to Gombe Junior, and sorry for stretching my speech, but Mr. Director, while COVID was going on, that is when I anointed my belief for Gombe Junior in a very, almost different way. It was the turning point for me. While so many children were not able to go to school and attend classes, Gombe Junior stepped up with so much vigor and gave us online classes. Gombe Junior gave us online classes, and the kids were able to study throughout COVID.
So I'd like to appreciate SOS for having chosen us. We are here. And we are not a night fly by school, which comes and disappears the next day. Last year we made 10 years in education service, and we have put our footprint on the education sector. When we are studying, math was not by drawing it sticks. Math was by making bundles. Now with the education sector, sometimes it is, Madam Chief Guest, we don't understand it, but we live with it. Okay? We live with it. We find a lot of distortion in the education sector. And I wish, remember, it can quickly be helped. A home should be a school for the home values. For the home values. Say that you can, those children you have among us, they cannot even prepare a cup of tea. When it's prepared, it must take a distance, because that water may end on your laps. Because we have not. We have entrusted everything to the schools, and at home we are practically doing nothing. Even now parents are worried because they are now in the holidays. Because the school should be doing even the holidays for their children. That can't be. We must work together. So that's what makes it different when we come here. And I want to assure you, even that soft side of ours, they will compete with the rest. I assure you. I assure you. Some teachers cannot teach some subjects, and children end up saying math is difficult. But practically it's the teacher who is not knowing how to teach that subject. So that's it.
I think the nursery section is fully constituted. So you can see these ones, and they are already dressed ready for the journey. So these are the people who are going to do the nursery school, and welcome our board.
Mr. Director, I really want to take this time to appreciate you for bringing Gombe Junior School to Gulu. Parents, let us clap for him. You have come to join us to give out quality education. As we have always said, we do not want a city where its individuals will be going to another city for education. And you have just helped us to answer that prayer that our citizens should study here, not to go to another city for quality education. Please, forget about SOS. I know SOS was a good school, but forget about SOS and let us now turn into Gombe Junior. Let us not be SOS Gombe Junior. Let us move away from that, and we embrace the culture, the tradition of Gombe Junior, because that is what is being brought into our district today. SOS, the program manager, I remember the day you came in our office and we were looking at you like a confused man. At first you came and you said you are abruptly closing what? SOS. And we are like, now, where do you plan to take all these children? Why don't you get somebody who can buy these children, change the administration but leave the learners to continue? And it was like, no. Like the director says, the NGOs went for them, it is time to go. They will not listen. And indeed, you left a lot of children in dilemma. And but still, we want to thank you for making sure that you bring Gombe Junior to take up from where you have ended. As Gulu City, we are very happy for choosing us. It is our request to you that as you are coming in, we don't want a situation where you will even find a askari from Kampala, the compound cleaner from Kampala, the cooks from Kampala. We had that scenario when in one of our institutions when they transferred the new principal, because it's an institution. This lady even came with the cooks and the cleaners and the compound men. And we were like, don't we have such people in Gulu? So it is our request that those other positions that are not very technical, please give it to our indigenous people here. And there are those children who are really bright, but they don't have the opportunity. It is my humble appeal to you that you consider such children and you give them the liberty to study in such a prestigious school. Mr. Director, it is a culture here, and it is a way I've observed over time that people of Acholi love new things. When they hear it's a new pub opening, everyone will first go and dance there. When it is a new school, they just want new things. And I am very sure you're going to get very many parents next year. But they also have one bad habit. When they sense anything different, they leave at once. So it is my humble appeal that you maintain the standard at which you're going to start and leave it throughout. Dear parents, today we have officially launched Gombe Junior. Gombe is here to stay, and we should come in to support the school. How do we